The New York Times Editorial Board is calling for abortion to be made more available during the coronavirus pandemic. That is this week's Speak Out segment. Governors across the United States are calling for a halt on abortions to conserve protective medical gear for COVID-19 patients. It's part of a ban on non-essential procedures, and it is common sense. But in an opinion column released last week, the New York Times Editorial Board says that idea is, quote, obvious nonsense and an obvious attempt to put abortion out of reach for those who need it. The editorial board then took it a step further. Not only did they tout pro-abortion talking points, the New York Times then also called for extreme abortion policies, like making abortion pills available by mail and for public funding of the procedure. Take a look at this. The editorial board wrote, quote, with so much about the future uncertain for countless Americans, it's more important than ever that everyone has control over their reproductive choices, at least. We've seen pro-abortion media bias from the New York Times before, but this is a new extreme, as America's flagship newspaper is proving itself to be a full-on abortion activist now, calling for sweeping policy changes. This is irresponsible journalism, especially in the time of a global crisis. Despite accusing pro-life governors of exploiting the pandemic, it's the New York Times editorial board using the crisis to try and enact pro-abortion policy goals. Pro-abortion activists have long advocated for the same policy goals, from repealing the Hyde Amendment to sending dangerous abortion-inducing drugs through the mail. But these steps would not save lives amid this pandemic. In fact, they would only end more.